Hey guys, this is what you're looking at, and today we got the review of the VFC AK74 full stock version. Okay, first off here, there's going to be no editing, no cutting. This is going to be one take. I'm going to try to make it a little bit at 5, maybe under, maybe a little bit over. I just want to make this a quick overview of a gun I've just got from a buddy of mine. If y'all know from the talk show, a guy named Salty or Jake Saltzman, he is he's kind of like one of the people, the show's on his website. He's a pretty good contributor to the show as is. So he was telling me he was selling his VFC AK, and I was like, oh, I got too many guns. He gave me a price I couldn't refuse. So here we are. I worked him down even a little bit off that because I really had no money. But luckily I got this for dirt cheap. I don't want to say a price because y'all ain't gonna be able to find it for that price anywhere. First off, I'm gonna start this review on comparing it to my D-Boys, because I have the same exact thing in the D-Boys, full stock, real wood, full steel. Okay, starting out with the front here, orange flash hider. This is just a big no-no, especially for me. I don't know why, but with the flash hider on, the BB's hit inside the flash hider somewhere, so if I even want to shoot this thing, flash hider has to come off. Luckily, unlike the D-Boys, it does come off though. It has a 24mm threading, and then somehow that's Loctited on, so I gotta find a 24mm threaded barrel or make something custom. Moving on to the outer barrel assembly and stuff itself, pretty much the same stuff. This feels a little bit more smoother. It looks a little bit more professional. I really don't know how to explain it. It just has a little bit more of a shinier kind of look to it. Not shiny though. Okay, moving on to the wood. This is where the VFC really stands out. Comparing this to the D-Boys, this wood just looks absolutely amazing. No pun intended. It has this little ridge in the wood to have a good grip on it. I like that a lot. This wood actually has the finish that I was going to put on my D-Boys if I was to refinish the wood. So that's nice to see, to get a gun that already has that finish. Moving on to the sights, pretty much standard. These come off a whole lot easier though if I want to go and disassemble a gun, so that's nice to see. Moving on to the body, this is where it kind of gets weird. I know it's a steel body, but it feels really smooth. It's like, I don't know if it's like the same way with the outer barrel, but the body just feels extremely smooth compared to the D-Boys, and it made me wonder what it was, but it's still steel, so that's really nice to see. Going on to the selector switch, same thing here, except with my D-Boys it's kind of sticky. This one's perfect, so I guess that's an upper hand on that. Moving on to the other side of the body, both of them have the rail mount, which is really nice to see. Turning around over here, I got the gun with no mags, so I have to use my mag brand, and unfortunately I've already sawed off the back side for my D-Boys for it to fit perfectly, and unfortunately I should have kept them the same for them to fit in the VFC. So if I want to shoot, I got to kind of hold the mag in a little inch. So the mags would have been okay if I didn't mess with them, but I did that before I even thought about even having a VFC, so that's kind of on my fault. Moving on to the pistol grip, I like the D-Boys more only because it has that more composite textured feel to it, but this is still nice. It just looks a little bit more cheap, but it's a different color, so it's, I guess it's a variation from your standard AK pistol grip. Moving on to the top cover, pretty much the same thing. As I said, this metal feels a little bit more smoother than the D-Boys. I don't know if that's their machining process and how they can make it so much cheaper, but it just is. And as you saw there, just like the D-Boys, the spring always comes off. Okay, one place where this gun does shine way past the D-Boys is internals. D-Boys shoots about 390. This shoots about 335, both on .2s, both hop-up adjusted. Out of the box, this gun with no hop-up grades, I would say if I was going to rate accuracies out of 10, this would be like maybe a 7, and the D-Boys would probably be like a 5.5. And that's pretty much average for any gun out of the box if I was to rate it. But luckily, got to get a Prometheus hop-up bucking and a Prometheus type bore for this. Actually got it. I'm going to put it in after this video. So that's really good. Internals wise of this gun, almost nothing's VFC. The only thing VFC is the gearbox shell. XYT gears, Promi bearings, custom grease in there, and then a couple other parts. He forgot what it was. It's just extra parts laying around that he put in this gun to make it sound a whole lot smoother. Also, it has a Systema I don't know if it's a Magnum, but it's a Systema motor, and it's made from like 3 different Systema motors, because basically think of it like a reefer motor. So basically, rate of fire out of the box, my D-Boys with a 8.4 gets about 11. This gets about 17, so I got a 6 rounds per second difference with this, and on top of that, this gun just sounds a whole lot smoother. And keep in mind, I'm actually about to put a 9.6 Firefox in here once I get that here in a few days. So the rate of fire on this gun is probably going to, hopefully it's going to shoot up to about 21 to 22. That's going to be pretty awesome for a 9.6. And as y'all know, me doing semi, that trigger response is going to be exactly what I want for this gun. Okay, moving on to the stock, same thing as the front. Really nice wood, gotta love it. Same sling loops on both sides. So in conclusion, I'll put it like this. For everything I bought for the D-Boys, it's the same price for this one. So, well, that's because my situation, of course. This gun new is like twice the price of the D-Boys full steel version. So I definitely say go D-Boys because, you know, you can put the upgrades in there to make it as good as this. But if you can find this for the right price, I would say don't even hesitate. This is just an amazing gun. Okay, this has been a quick review by what you're looking at.